everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for February 17th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern. To remind everybody, we have a TFCC tonight at 9 p.m. We're going to be covering, as always, a lot of ground, current status of this planet, the transition from dark to light, and continuation of origins of this civilization. We also have a reverse aging call tomorrow, Friday at 9 p.m. on this line. Try repeating these sacred words 10 times today and feel them open up your heart. Open yourself more than ever so that you're sensing the divine abundance that surrounds you right now. You, all of us, are so deeply loved in more ways than we may ever know. This universe has gifted us all with so much love, laughter, and life experiences. Truly appreciating your life today is by far the very best way you can start repaying the favor. The biggest challenge for this civilization right now is how to become more conscious. What a lot of you see out there that's happening is a lot because many are not more conscious or conscious at all. When you want nothing, seek nothing, expect nothing, then the supreme state will come to you uninvited and unexpected. Stop making use of your mind and see what happens. So leave the mind alone and see what happens. Do this one thing thoroughly. That is all. Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj. To become more conscious, we must choose to be willing to investigate the source of consciousness itself. We must choose to look into the core of creation, investigate the source of the God with open eyes of wonder. There must be a willingness to listen to what it's saying so we can stop seeking and start finding. When we have a deep childlike curiosity about this conscious source, we will find it easily and effortlessly. There are those of us who have spent many years of spiritual searching from one guru to the next. And the biggest, if you want to call it this, enemy, the unawareness, is our worst enemy. The moment we truly stop focusing the mind on anything, we absorb our spiritual nature. The spiritual beings that we are come out of hiding. For a few moments, we stop defining who and what we truly are and start to explore our very nature as if it was for the first time. The day that we learn how to get out of Struggleville is when we discover an unstoppable, burning yearning to be free from the mind. The mind is what creates suffering. It is constantly running the show, looking for the next best thing, never resting or taking a vacation from life. The greatest, most divine experience that life has to offer us is readily available within us now. Just sitting here in your body, listening right now, you can discover it. You can tap into the most exquisite connection with the God source itself right now. You just have to do one thing, simple thing. Be unfocused and completely still. So don't focus. Don't concentrate. Just be unfocused and completely still. It's those busy spinning wheels churning up in that head, thinking about getting somewhere better than here now that causes us to miss it. We end up forgetting all about God, creating a very impatient life that perpetually lives in a narrowed, contracted experience of reality. This churning mind is the problem because it is what turns us into a more unconscious, unhappy, and stuck being. Most people never realize that each moment contains this opportunity to be free. And through becoming more still and quiet, can we access the highest energy and intelligence in the universe. In this relaxed state, it is much easier to manifest and receive the dream life you desire. We can listen better. Our intuition is clearer. And so we have the perfect awareness to know what are the right and wrong decisions to make. It's wonderful that there are a zillion different ways to experience this life, yet why keep choosing the ones that make us suffer? You are much more amazing than what you've been told. Each of us have a creative power inside of us to develop any experience we desire, we want. There's plenty of time, energy, and space to explore this amazing universe. And when we are simply being still and present and open to this ordinary moment of life, it liberates the mind so you can absorb the experience, the God source, which is within the pure state of consciousness itself. Pain and joy are inevitable. Suffering is optional. Mike Beckwith. There are so many ironies in this life. Most of us have been programmed since birth to believe that if we focus more, push ourselves harder on the treadmill of this life, we will become happier beings. If we only could make more money, we could buy more things and have better experiences of this life. The truth is that this level of happiness is always temporary. If we truly want to be happy, we must choose simply to simplify our lives so we have the time and energy to become a more conscious being. Only then can we make more enlightened choices about what we truly want to do with our precious time here, which will then make us feel more alive, abundant, and free. The greatest truth is always more mysterious than the mind can comprehend. So the mind will always yearn to be on this highly important and grandiose search for something out there. It's always out there, out there, out there to fulfill us in here, inside of us. This unconscious addiction is exactly what creates the prison we feel inside. The seeking mind pulls us into an empty jail cell that feels like a state of lack, making us believe we are missing out on something that is more amazing than God. With a clear spiritual mindset, we can know and feel that we are it. We are the center of our reality. In each moment, we are the ones responsible for the creation of our experience. We don't have to continue searching higher, deeper and longer to have a better and bigger spiritual experience. We don't need God. We are God. We don't need God because we are God. We don't have to force this idea on anyone either. When we realize it for ourselves, that is enough. Others will learn this amazing truth just by being in our presence. This is the real spiritual goal of this life, to realize we are the one we've been searching for and simply relax into that. You are the supreme reality. Each of us are. All there is. Just trust and remember that. Not just once in a while. Practice always. Wisdom lies in never forgetting the self, the supreme absolute, as the ever-present source of both the experiencer and the experience. I am beyond consciousness. So in consciousness, I cannot say what I am, yet I am. Let go of the idea that you are not aware of yourself as the ever-present, changeless, inexpressible reality. Just let go. Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj. Okay, so you're probably wanting a more practical secret to become a more conscious being. Do this one thing. Yet do it all the time. A lot of people just do it once or twice. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, train your body on how to relax. Let your breath take you inside yourself, deeply inside you all the time. You must choose to trick the mind to let go of its stories, its list of desires, and eventually release its main attachment to that one big thing that it foolishly believes will satisfy it forever. This deep, profound self-realizing release begins by being willing to be wrong about how we've been living our lives. We must be willing to be wrong about how we've been living our lives. We must choose to drop all our super important ideas about how we think our lives should be and explore the unknown with a sense of awe and wonder. In order for a great spiritual awakening to take place on this planet within each and every one of us, we must trust that all of our desires are going to manifest at the perfect time and place. Everything is already on an ironclad target. The universe, this universe, is very intelligent, and it's already taken care of our needs. Already. Not later. We can only feel this state of perfection of already being deeply cared for. And when we can surrender ourselves 100% over to the universe, when we are simply relaxed, we can be deeply appreciative of life exactly how it is right now, and suddenly find an uncompromising source of happiness that is always available within. So it's one thing to say, I know I must choose to go within and stay within, and then not do it. Okay? Not even try it once. But to understand it, that it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out, is to, when you go within, you stay within. And then you stop looking outside of yourself. You stop looking for everything that you think is going to answer your questions and figure out everything for you. that it comes from you from somewhere else other than within you. And that's been one of the biggest travesties of the existence of the civilization, that it's been taught to believe that way. And it's all a lie. It's all deception. It is the opposite of that is the truth. The power that we all contain is within us. The love that we all seek outside of ourselves is within us. All the abundance, all the wealth, all the having, all the wanting, all the desires are within us, not outside of us. Why do you think so many of us are not happy, are struggling and striving and suffering, trying to figure out where it is out there that they can find happiness, contentment, and peace? This has been going on for millions of years, incessantly so, and it never comes up with an answer for anybody. So it's all about being within. And to go within, you must relax the body. You must relax. You cannot. The stress, the tension, the anxiety that the mind and the ego and the subconscious churn up for us is a never-ending path of being lost. Why do you think so many of us feel lonely? And there's a lot of people on this planet that are lonely right now because they believe that they are separate from the God within them. They believe that the God is not with them, or they are not the God. They believe the God is somewhere out there, up in the sky or someplace. And again, the truth of that is the opposite. So when each of us, there's no race, it's not like you're in a race, but when you come to the realization that all that outside of you is nothing but an experience, and it keeps you distracted from having an intimate, loving relationship with the God that you are within that body. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. I'm sure that we all are. And the first thing that we care to do is relax our body. Relax completely. Just let go of everything that you're holding. It's called a leap of faith with yourself. Let it go. Body will respond. If you're in a stressed, tense state all the time, you are not ever going to be happy because it blocks the happiness that you are within that body. So relax the body. It's so crucial. It's like I use the analogy of the hot air balloon. You want to get way up in the sky and see the beauty and take it all in, which is you. But you aren't going anywhere because you're stuck like cement to the ground. So you take all of the ballast, all the weight in that basket, that hot air balloon basket, and you start going through it and you say, oh, wow, I better keep that. I better keep this. No, I don't want to let go of that. No, I don't want to let go of that. And the funny thing is that you aren't letting go of anything. You're just surrendering it all. And so you finally come to the conclusion that you make a leap of faith with yourself. You say, I don't need any of this. I have all that I will ever need, period. And then some. So you start dumping it, and as you dump it, you start to rise, you start to elevate and ascend. You start to move off the ground. It feels exhilarating, enlightening. And the more of the weight that you take off of the body, the lighter you become. the more freer that you feel, lighter, at ease, not congested, not confused, not stressed, the opposite. So you dump it all, and you soar. You feel limitless because you are. You feel omnipotently powerful because you are. So in relaxing your body, you remove your attachments, remove your expectations, and you just let it all go. And the body, from head to toe, will reciprocate. It'll relax. And you'll be at ease, rather than so many are in dis-ease. So as you know that you relax your body and choose to relax it, move into the now. Why do we move into the now? What big deal is it being in the now? Well, this allows you to still the mind, the ego, and the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is a library. Okay? It's your library. It is a magnet and a sponge to collect every single thing that you come into and with in your life, and past lives, and future lives. And it's all there in the subconscious mind. And unfortunately, the subconscious, it loves negativity, loves unpleasant things, and it brings it in. But what you do by being in the now is you still all of that. The incessant noise that we all are immersed in, none of us are exempt from it, and that's the mind and the ego just absolutely lambasting us with tens of thousands of thoughts, many of which aren't ours. So in the now, you're outside the mind and the ego. Always. Eternally. This affords you the opportunity to view them, not being in them, but outside of them. This way, you're able to master them step by step. Not going to happen overnight, but step by step. You begin to master the ego and the mind. Then they become your servants and allies. And eventually, they will know that they are no longer needed. Now, some of us, all of us, reminisce. We go in the past, and we have, thoughts, memories. And we kind of go through them and embrace them a little bit. And, I remember this time, and so on and so forth. And you kind of wander off into it. But most of us don't stay there. We'll wander off into a future that doesn't exist. And we'll sit and we'll wonder what if and when and how. And when is this going to happen, and how is this going to happen? I want it to happen now, and how come it's not happening now? And when am I going to have enough money, and when am I going to meet the right person, and when am I going to be happy, and when am I going to be healthy? And that's a future that doesn't exist. Some of us will go into the past, stay there so long that we'll bring up that past into a future that doesn't exist, create that future from that past, relive that past in that future. This is why so many people say to themselves, why is it that I keep ending up, for some reason, the same place? I mean, I take different avenues and different paths and directions, but it always seems like here I am again. Why is that? That's why. But the now is the power. The now relaxes you. You move into silence and just being. You have no expectations of any externalities. You're not trying to be better than what you really are, as we all are. You're not trying to improve who you are and what you are. You're already divine perfection within that body. You're content. You move into a peaceful state. You're not judging yourself, beating yourself up, ridiculing yourself, being hard on yourself. You move into a loving state of yourself. You start honoring the God that you are. How do you stay in the now? The space between heartbeats. Your breath. Your breath is divine positive energy. It's something that we all take so much for granted. It focuses us, it relaxes us, it centers us, eases us, relaxes us, and it sustains the vessel that houses the kingdom of God. So whenever, because none of us are exempt, we all wander off. We all have these thoughts that just come in out of the clear blue, and we just kind of grab onto them, and they take us completely out of sorts. But when we're conscious enough, we say, well, here I go. I'm off in these thoughts. I'm going to focus on my breathing, and I'll be in the now. And as you practice this, it gets to a point where it's autopilot. You start wandering off, you go right into the now. You focus on your breath, you go right into the now. That's it. So you relax the body, and you're floating up. Remember the balloon. And you're focused on your breath. And you're not inside the body. You're outside of it. And you're looking at your body, and you notice that there are 7 wheels of light going right through the center of your body, from your tailbone all the way to the top of your head. These are chakras, energy vortexes. These connect us to the spiritual plane, astral plane, all existence. And flowing, we see an energy flowing through them, which is our God force, love, light energy. And sometimes we'll look at them and we'll see that 1 or 2 or some are out of alignment, which means there's something blocking our energy, our God force, love, light energy from flowing freely. So we take our divine positive energy, our breath, and we merge it with our God force, love, light energy, our chi, our prana, our ki, and we watch as it moves this energy all the way through to the tops of our heads. Now, these chakras, most of the time they're ignored. Oh, they don't exist. They're etheric in your physical body, which means they're not biologically physical. But these are a roadmap for us to understand that, such as the red wheel of light, which is the root chakra, the Muladhara. This shows us that this deals with our survival, and it is blocked by our fear. So we know that if the root chakra, the Muladhara, is blocked in any way, we know that fear, something that we're doing with fear, is blocking it. This is about, remember, this is always about being within, not outside. So then we move to the orange wheel of light. This is the sacral chakra, the Vadhisthana. And this deals with our pleasure. And then it is blocked by our guilt. So when we know that our pleasure area in that energy vortex isn't flowing freely, we know that there's something to deal with a guilt that's blocking our easy flow of this powerful, omnipotently powerful energy. Then we move to the golden yellow wheel of light. This is the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. And this deals with our willpower. And it is blocked by our shame. Then we move to the emerald green wheel of light, the heart chakra, the Anahata. And this deals with our love. And it is blocked by our grief. Then we move to the blue wheel of light. This is the throat chakra, the Vishuddha. And this deals with our truth, and it is blocked by our lies. And then we move to the indigo wheel of light, the third eye chakra, the Ajna. And this deals with our insight, and it is blocked by illusion. And we move to the violet wheel of light, the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. And this deals with our cosmic energy, and it is blocked by our ego attachment, our attachment to the ego. So we bring these energies to the top of our heads, the crown chakra on top, and we hold them just briefly, 3 seconds. We are love, we are God, and we are one. And in those 3 seconds, that brief moment, we compress and condense these energies into pure liquid energy, omnipotently powerful. And we release it over our pineal gland. Our pineal glands are very important to us while we're in this physical form. None of our pineal glands are fully functioning. They're the connection. They're the connection to the astral plane, to the spiritual plane. They're the connection to all the particles of existence. They give us a high-powered scope to connect that literally shows us that we're connected to all things, that we're one, that we are the God. Now, you view it in your heart, mind's motion picture, however you see your pineal gland. I see it as a rosebud, a green ball. And when I release this pure liquid energy over my pineal gland, it instantaneously transforms into a massive rose, multicolored petals, beautiful fragrance, sending out shimmering waves of just pure, deep, eternal peace. A stillness. There's no noise. There's no mind chatter. There's no ego chatter. There's no subconscious mind chatter. It's gone. There's no connection with the external authority, reality of the external distraction, the experience of outer life. There's a sense of total contentment, total peace. It's absolutely spectacular. And the consciousness that continues to expand and become clearer is front and center. We are consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. Always. These bodies that we're in, our heart mind, our ego mind, our higher self, our spirit, our soul, our pure consciousness, the God source, all one. We, all of us, are heaven on earth. Every step we take creates paradise. And we've learned to shine our light outward, flooding all of our brothers and sisters, head to toe, inside and out, with pure, deep, eternal love. Always. Eternally. Doesn't matter if they're awake or asleep. All life, the highest supreme value in the universe. We're flooding everything with our light. The God source, love, light, energy, of which we all are. So you picture that. Billions of gods, housed in physical form, many of which are not conscious enough to understand that, shining their light, creating paradise, heaven on earth, a total transformation and liberation of this planet. And all the civilizations of this planet, on it, in it, above it, and below it. So the planet glows. It's a God planet, and it glows with the light of the gods. We are part of the collective consciousness of the One, of the God. We are all gods, and we make up the one God. Our journey is to consciously be aware of this and embrace it while we're in these physical forms. Some of us in the collective consciousness are awake, others aren't, some are just waking. That's okay. It isn't a big deal. Because our consciousness has gotten to the point where we're liberating this planet because we've moved into higher and higher frequencies of deep eternal love and gratitude. So we kind of tap on our own doors. We call upon all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, the forming of this circle of light and the full liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. Now, they're parts of us as we are them. They're part of the collective consciousness. And they come in the gigaplexes. One gigaplex fills this universe. They come in trillions of gigaplexes from every direction in every universe. And they are with us now consciously. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, and beneath earth. All these civilizations, and only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, to form this circle of light. They come in the billions, and they are with us now consciously. We call upon all the off-worlders, all the galactics, all the celestials, endless numbers, uncountable, from everywhere, every existence, but only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, 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 eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming this circle of light, in the complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, into the higher frequencies of pure, deep, eternal love and gratitude. The lower frequencies, the ones that are unconscious, stay way behind higher frequencies because they cannot sustain themselves in high frequencies. They'll vanish every single time. Every form, every shape, every kind will vanish. So the ones that we're a smidgen familiar with, because over 1,000 travel through this solar system every day, and trillions travel throughout the universes every day. So the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Feline, the Zeta Reticuli, the Nords, the Greys, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian, many, many, many more. They've been assisting us in our evolution, enlightenment, ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they come in uncountable numbers, and they are with us now consciously. We call upon all of our loved ones, all those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. But only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. Now, they come in the billions, and they are with us now consciously. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and the liberation of this planet. We're only familiar with a smidgen of them. They come in the trillions, shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations, which we've never seen before. And the ones that we're kind of familiar with, the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elements, elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, wood, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and many, many, many more. And they come in the trillions, and they are with us now consciously. Arm in arm, hand in hand, all of us one. We're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, abundance, and prosperity. We're all one, and we're all God, and we're all love, and our God Force Love Light energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever, and it continues to intensify, it continues to expand. All of us immediately form a massive circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now. This light is our essence. It is our core existence. It is the true beings that we all are. We are the God source. This light that we shine outward is so brilliant that grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take 1,000 suns, 1,000 billion suns, in this solar system alone to come close to its radiance. We are flooding all of our brothers and sisters always, eternally, with this light. Deep, pure, eternal love. Head to toe, inside and out. Always. The vibratory frequency is so high that it is lifting many out of their slumber into full consciousness. Hence the liberation of this planet into the higher frequencies. Now, we begin to ascend above this planet as this circle of light. And as we do, we're immediately met with this massive ocean of glitter. It's trillions, countless mirrors reflecting vibrant colors, trillions of colors in every direction. And when you look at them close, they're reflecting, these mirrors are reflecting all of us gathered for this meditation. All of the highest high of deep eternal love and gratitude. It's glorious. It's magnificent. And we're all being saturated by one another in this light. Head to toe, inside and out. Both spiritually and physically. And we're all learning from each other, teaching each other, learning, experiencing, consciously or unconsciously. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We're then met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We're then met with the white fire. This is a column of light that reminds each and every single one of us that from head to toe, inside and out, we are imbued with a white fire armor. The source of this power is our God Force love light energy, the core of our being and existence. Nothing, no demons, no imps, no creations of destruction, of damage, of influence, of possession. Nothing can penetrate us. Nothing can harm us. This white fire armor is impenetrable. It's the way it's been designed. We are protected 24/7. All from all lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies. But only you have the power that if you decide to lower your vibrational frequencies low enough through greed, haste, anger, hate, fear, envy, you will create a breach in your white fire armor, whether consciously or unconsciously, enough so to allow lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. Now, if you do decide to do this, you're immediately met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance, sending them to pure consciousness where they are undone, no more. We are then met with the violet ray. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame And we can cleanse and purify where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring our vibrational harmony of deep eternal love and gratitude. We are then met with a golden white pink light. This is the column of light that reminds each and every single one of us that we are the sunsets and the sunrises. We are the sun and the sunlight. We are the rain and the rainbows. We are the trees and the forest. We're the sky and the clouds. We're all the animals. Snowfall. We are the oceans, rivers, the lakes, the streams, the animals, everything. So the next time that you're taken aback in awe of spectacular vistas or beauties of sunsets, sunrises, snowfall, you're in awe of the beauty of you, each and every one of us. We continue to ascend above this planet. Some of us step outside our physical form, if we're carrying physical form, and float effortlessly above it. We come into full range contact visually of this massive crystalline light tower. We created this tower. It's larger than this solar system. So we see in the center of the column this massive oblong sphere, and the center of the sphere is a golden white ball of light. And it is sending out massive waves of shimmering golden mist that is literally saturating, penetrating all of us head to toe, inside and out, eternally, always. And this is pure, deep, eternal love. Now, it's surrounded by other bands of beautiful, vibrant lights, and they're doing the same thing, saturating all of us. And this is the band of gratitude, the band of comfort, the band of well-being, of joy, of bliss, of peace, tranquility, benevolence, wealth, abundance, prosperity, contentment. All these waves are all reflections of who and what we are deep within these bodies. At the top of this crystalline light tower, we created it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees eternally, always, flooding and saturating every single one of us in deep, pure, eternal love. Always. We are all drops of this golden ocean. We contain the essence of this golden ocean. The ocean is the drops, and the drops are the ocean. And the only illusion is separation. We see our meditative sphere at set center circle. We created this sphere over 3 years ago. It holds well over 1,200 of our meditations in perpetual motion. The highest of the highest high of deepest eternal love and gratitude, flooding all of us, inside and out, head to toe, always, eternally. Feel that energy, that frequency of what we all are. We are supreme reality. That's all there is. We are all there is. Just trust and remember that. And the peace within you, deep within your core, will be discovered. I'll join you in the meditation and return to close us out. Easy breath in through the nose. And easy breath out. And slowly, easily. You are the supreme reality. You, each and every one of us, are all that there is. Just remember that. Trust it. Wisdom-wise and never forgetting the self, the supreme absolute, as the ever-present source of both the experiencer and the experience. I am beyond consciousness, and so in consciousness, I cannot say what I am, yet I am. Let go of the idea that you are not aware of yourself as the ever-present, changeless, inexpressible reality. Just let go. Take this with you for the rest of the night. Into the evening, the following morning, we'll be back here, February 18th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern. Continuing our little guided meditation call. And we'll be back here tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern for our time for change.